Today, we're talking about Handel's deal packet and paperless workflow. Gordon, give us a quick overview of the paperless deal process.
So with the paperless deal process, there's three primary issues that we're focused on trying to resolve. And they're really with all hassles around doing the paperwork and doing it accurately. So simply just filling things out and dealing with data entry by users is obviously an annoyance, also a time consuming thing. And so that's something we're trying to reduce. The second big thing is the decisions that they have to make. Do they or don't they need to use forms for specific purposes? A lot of times they'll forget to use an actual form, or maybe they'll fill something out that they don't need to and waste a bunch of time. And then the third component of it, and probably arguably one of the biggest ones, is the time that's wasted around all the errors and fixing those things that happens in a process. So someone submits something incorrectly or misses something, it goes to somebody that then needs to do the next step in the process, but they don't have what they need or it's incorrect, and they have to go track somebody down to get the details. Maybe that person has to go back to the customer and get something additional. Just slows the entire process. So by focusing our efforts, our application around optimizing or minimizing, I should say, data entry, the decisions they have to make, and then getting rid of errors on that back end process, we've got a tool that can make some pretty significant changes or improvements in somebody's process. And what we're seeing in very large, more complex sales is we can take a sales process with all its paperwork that may take 30 to 40 minutes and reduce that down to less than 2 minutes in just the data entry aspect of things and getting it done. That's not even accounting for all the delays and back and forth that can happen in the process, because we've got everything built into it to eliminate or minimize any errors that could occur.
That's amazing. Now, it sounds like the customers can then see the entire sales process from start to finish.
Yeah, once they decide that they've got a deal or something solidified with a customer, they've got the ability to bring that all into a centralized screen that condenses everything inside of it. But that brings up one of the biggest problems with this is, how do you get all the data into it and how do you bring it in? But that capability is there, and we'll talk more about that. But it does allow you to take your entire process from that handshake, I'm ready to go, we're going to move forward with this, all the way through to whatever levels of complexity you have in your process beyond that.
Now, does this only cover the typical deal stages, or can it be customized?
It can very easily be customized. We've got some default things in here you can see on the screen where it's in a draft stage, moving it to being signed, it actually being signed, and then the deal complete from there. But you could have other stages, such as that it's settled, it's invoiced, whatever the actual process is. And that's almost always configured or customized by each organization, depending on how their departments are broken up and who has a responsibility to do different things.